Good morning, guys. So it's now it's almost 10 o'clock, but I woke up at about 6:30. I ended up reading the news. I end up doing this all the time and I really shouldn't. I ended up reading the news for about 45 minutes in bed, which is not the best. And then I did a workout, then I put on a hair mask and a face mask, had breakfast, started doing some work while I was waiting for the hair mask to do its magic and for my face mask to do its magic. So I have done about an hour of work already. I've just had a shower, washed it off, washed my face, washed my hair, and I'm now starting work again. Today I am supposed to be reading through one of my ancient philosophy papers set text, and I have realised just how much set text there is still left to read. Luckily now in English, in our exams they're emphasising more on gobbets now because we don't have translation, so I need to make sure I'm reading them and making sure I'm making good enough notes for commentaries and gobbets. So that's kind of daunting because there's so much set text that I haven't read. On top of that, today I also need to go through these notes that I've made for another paper for ancient history because I'm having a revision session with two boys in my college who also study the same paper tomorrow, but we've all agreed to put our notes on the topic we've chosen to do on the drive tonight, and mine are they're just not good enough and they're not finished yet, and they've also set a limit of like 20 pages maximum, and my notes are definitely I think like 26 pages, so I'm gonna have to cut them down, which I don't know how I'm going to do because I'm also going to be adding more notes because I haven't finished them. So I need to make sure I'm going through them thoroughly and cutting down stuff that is just irrelevant or not as important or useful. So that's what I've got to do. It's already 10, as I said, but I'm aiming to do like a solid day of work. I feel a lot better. I'm getting back into my routine. Exams, it's really starting to hit me. Exams start in a month and a half and I just don't really feel prepared whatsoever. Obviously adjusting to like a different work environment, not being able to really focus as much because of the anxiety around coronavirus, like all of these other factors, which I'm sure you can all relate to if you're watching this video, but I'm just trying to do as much as I can and make the best out of a really bad situation. I just hope the examiners take all of this into account because I'm definitely not doing as much work as I would be if I was in Oxford without coronavirus. So yeah, it's annoying, but there's nothing else I can do really other than try and do as much work as possible. So that's the aim today. I made a cup of tea. I think I must have left it downstairs. That's also really annoying. I'm gonna go get my cup of tea and then start adding notes to the ancient history topic first. So I've done about an extra hour of work, so I have added to the document of notes and I think I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm not sure. I have a couple of other notes to go through, but I think it's pretty much done. But it's now 31 pages. I did speak to the boys though and they said that just keep the detail for now and then we'll remove anything when we go through it in the revision session. So I've got 31 pages of notes that, I don't know, maybe at some point I will try and memorize these, but just going through them anyway, I've like relearned all of this stuff that I studied 2 years ago, so has been a nice refresher. It's a lot of information to learn though, so it's kind of scary, and this is just one topic for one paper, and per paper I'm learning about 5 to 6 topics, so that gives you an indication of how much information I need to learn. So I've got 30 pages for one topic. I have 6 topics per paper and I'm doing 8 papers. It's like 48 topics times by 30 pages. That is a lot of information, but it should be okay, I hope. This is what not to do, guys. I did this paper yeah, 2 years ago in the summer term of my second year, and I'm now in my 4th year. Look what I wrote. This is not helpful for revision, right? Look at this. This is what not to do. So I'm having a quick break and I'm on Facebook, and some students have recreated some colleges at Oxford on Minecraft, and it is actually amazing. Like honestly, it made me miss Oxford so much. Like I'm not gonna lie, slightly tearing up, but it's so good. Look, let me show you. Look at that detail. Like, this is actually what it looks like inside as well. It's crazy. Not gonna lie, after watching the Minecraft video, which was 5 minutes, and it was like very jerky because it obviously shows you all of it, I have a really bad headache. So I'm gonna have a break from staring at a screen and have lunch a bit earlier than I was planning. I've made an outline of the document I need to make for my set text notes with commentary notes. I've made a table, and then I'll just start going through the notes I already have and copy and pasting it into this big main document, and then start reading the rest of the stuff that I haven't read in ages and don't have notes on. Oh, it's 12:30 now though. I feel as though I haven't really done much, but I have, but then it feels like I haven't. So this is what every day feels like. It's a bit frustrating, but I'm trying. I am trying. I just realised how messy my hair looked in the last clip, but it's because it's still drying and I don't like to brush my hair when it's too wet. So while it's still really nice and sunny, I've come out to the garden to do some work and enjoy the weather while I can. I will probably end up taking this jumper off soon because it is really warm. I really like working in the garden because it's a change of scenery, I get some fresh air, and also the best part about it is that I'm so far away from the house that I don't actually get Wi-Fi here, which is really good when I don't want to be distracted by going on different social media sites on my laptop. And at the moment I don't need to use the internet because I'm using Google Docs offline, so I'm just making notes on the texts and I don't need the internet. My phone has been switched off for the whole day, so that also hasn't been a distraction. Basically, this is my setup. I'm just going to start reading Sextus Empiricus again, which luckily I read in English, and go through the notes. The other set text is this one, which we had to do in Latin, but now they've cancelled the translations, so it's in English. As you can see, it's like really heavily bookmarked with all these tabs. So I've got my tabs out here as well, again, to do just in case I want to colour code them the same way for Sextus. But it all depends. I don't really know whether these will be useful or not, but I need to figure out if they will be. I went inside to put on some more sun cream, and I really hate how sticky sun cream is, but I gotta protect my skin. Having a break, gone orange. Still so nice and warm. I'm nowhere near done finishing this text. I have done maybe about a third, less than a third. I want to say a third, otherwise what have I been doing? There's just so much. Put a cap on so that it was easier to look at my screen and not get a headache, but I finally finished making notes for one book. I have 3 books to read for one book, but you know, I'm just gonna have a break now because I've been working non-stop, and I think I might turn on my phone now at this point because I just haven't been on it all day. It's 5 o'clock. I think I'm gonna have maybe a half-an-hour break and then get back to work. I actually had a break for about, I think, an hour and a half. I was just on my phone in bed. I've had dinner. I am going to do a bit more work, but I think first, while I eat my banana bread and have my cup of tea, I'll watch either a bit of YouTube or maybe an episode on Netflix, and then do maybe half an hour or an hour of work and then just call it a day.